It is a Saturday morning. I'm on my way to a early workout class, and I figured, hey, I got a 15-minute drive. Let's jam a little bit. So, a couple of thoughts I had this week, different calls that I was on, and it still amazes me. You know, we sit here in 2025, and I've now ran a social first agency for over 12 and a half years. And a couple of things, we're still talking about followers as a vanity metric, and I think as I peel back the layer of why that still is, we know that we're transitioning from social media to really interest media. The algorithms are really teeing up what you want to see, and you don't have to worry as much about who you follow. So that's been about a 24-month change that Adam Mosseri at Instagram and TikTok, obviously, everybody's trying to get on the For You page, everybody's trying to get on the Explore tab. So it makes followers that much less needed, really, where if you have 14 followers and post a video, you can get 9 million views tomorrow, the same that a Mr. Beast or a Drewski or a Kai Cenat, if the content's good enough, the algorithm will push it and it really evens the playing field. But I'm still on calls with major brands, and comparison is the thief of joy, because especially people that aren't in social, the board members, the C-suite, they still are looking at followers as a vanity metric, and they're saying, hey, we only have this amount of followers and our competitor has double or triple us. That's ridiculous. Our number one goal is to have as many followers as our competitor. And I want to use an analogy to business. And they always say that revenue is vanity, profit is sanity. If I own a $25 million company and I make $0 in profit, but you own a $3 million company and you make $1 million in profit, who is the more successful company? I would argue that the 3 million top line, 1 million profit, who cares if I'm not making money? You're working your ass off every day and you're making $100 million a year, but you don't take any home. There's no money left over for vacation. There's no money left over for any type of bonus that you can give to your team or to yourself. Social is the same way. Followers are vanity, reach and engagement are sanity. So because if you don't work in social and you're just looking at the front door, here's another thing. If you're going down, let's say, a neighborhood and there's a really nice house and there's really nice cars in the driveway, and you're like, wow, I want to be that person one day. You don't understand that they're 100 grand in debt. You don't understand that they're about to go bankrupt. You don't understand they have 8 credit cards that are maxed out. So you're looking at the front facing of, you're judging the book by its cover, right? And because the only metric we have to judge each other on social is followers, that's the first thing that I think a lot of people that don't understand social are looking at as what success looks like. So let's back up for a second. And what do we do as a social first agency? What do a lot of our clients look at? Well, we first and foremost look at how many engagements, how many video views, how much impressions and reach are we getting right now. We got to benchmark ourselves versus what current reality looks like. And then we got to set a target that is much higher than that in the future. The way you also do that is you do a competitive analysis. So if I'm Nike, I'm going to look at how Adidas is doing, New Balance, Reebok. I'm going to do that competitive set and see what their engagement per post is, what their total engagements are, etc. And I'm going to put myself on a list. Now, if I'm already number 1, I got to beat myself. If I'm number 4, number 5, I got to find a way to move up that list. So the way we've done it with a lot of clients is on an annual basis, we've set a total engagement goal. We've set a engagement per post goal where we have a benchmark. We look at our competitive set and we're trying to increase that at bat. So if we have 1,000 engagements per post, we want to get to 2,000 engagements per post by end of year. So how week by week, month by month, quarter by quarter, are we seeing it jump from 1,000 to 1,100, 1,100 to 1,350? And you see that progress over time. Social media is so difficult because you're on that constant hamster wheel. And unless your team understands the impact, understands the goal, and can look at a scoreboard, understand that they're making progress toward the goal, it's going to be very tough to motivate a team year round, because social's all about posting more, tweaking, evolving strategy over time. But my biggest takeaway and my biggest recommendation to you out there is we have to educate people internally what success looks like And if you're talking about followers as a success metric in 2025, as we look at our watches that we enter into September, we're about to be into Q4, you're doing it wrong. You're just not being a social practitioner. You're not doing what's best for your brand. And we have to start looking at reach plus engagement equals attention. We all want more attention. We all want more people in the top of our funnel that we can pull through our funnel. The other thing I'll say to kind of wrap this video up is ultimately, what is your end goal and how do you make money as a business? I'll give you an example. I launched a fitness company recently here in San Diego, California. My main goal was to gain followers that I could speak to through my stories, through Instagram broadcast channels, through email, that live in San Diego, because I'm doing events in San Diego. So if I get a bunch of followers, if I get a bunch of engagement and reach in Florida, Wisconsin, and Alabama, it just doesn't help me. So as I was setting these goals in terms of, I want to get video views, I want to get saves, I want to get shares, but I want the majority of those saves and shares to be from San Diegans so I can pull them through my funnel and I can invite them out to my event. So those are very specific goals where, sure, we got 100,000 engagements in 30 days and that was incredible, but the majority of those engagements were most likely outside of San Diego. However, we still sold out the event. So that was a win at the end of the day. We got enough attention, we got enough saves and shares, we got enough stories out there to our followers who were San Diegans that we were able to sell out our event. So those are things I want you all to look at, is what are our goals, especially as we go to 2026. We have to set goals that are actually built on what social is made of, and we have to educate people that followers are a vanity metric. Remember, revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, and in social, followers are vanity, reach and engagement are sanity.